What's up, everybody?
Happy Thursday, y'all. How we doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
Great. Wonderful.
Better. Not losing at all.
What's up with your name, dude?
Rich Hill hit 91 and gave up one earned run. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Why did we miss on that?
I don't think we missed it. I think he's 45 years old throwing the pill out there. He has no business being on an MLB roster.
He eats an Old Country buffet in the morning. He has an AARP card, and he's better than all of our staff. What the hell? This is unbelievable.
One start. Relax.
C was angry that day, my friends.
Like an old man sitting seat back in a deli.
Oh, man. What's up, guys? If you guys weren't with us on Tuesday, normally we do our snake drafts on Tuesday, but this week we were not able to do it because Brooks is on vacation, so he had to duck out a little early. So we're going to start our show today by doing our snake draft. And when we do our snake draft, we get to play this little jingle.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a fourth in here today doing the snake draft, but I think he got lost in Boston, Colorado. Colorado has him now.
Well, the good news for that is we have two snake drafts today. This one we're going to do at the top of the show, and then at the end of the show, we're going to do our normal Thursday snake draft, which is the all MLB decades team, which we've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
I thought of this today, boys. Drew goes to Colorado where the Rockies play, but the Rockies are coming to Baltimore. That makes total sense. well, that's a Drew move all day.
You know, I'm kind of doing the same thing because we're taking the train down to San Diego today and for the remainder of the trip. And I was hoping to go to Petco Park, right? I was hoping to go to Petco Park because I love that park. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Padres are going to be in DC.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do the stadium tour. I did the stadium tour one time when it was not in season baseball, and it's pretty awesome. Stadium tour is pretty sweet.
San Diego, which of course means
San
whale's vagina.
Anyway, our snake draft this Tuesday and now today is supposed to be bald athletes, best bald athletes
you have a problem
of all
with the
time.
word vagina? They have giant dialogues.
No, I'm just trying to keep us on the rails here, which is my job normally. So, anyway, Brooks, what was the order from the draft last time?
You're doing a really good job.
Well, your boy won, and you two tied. So I'll let you guys that one out.
Rock, paper, scissors, five.
What pick do you want, Brooks? Number one?
I want number one because I think there's a clear-cut number one.
Yeah, I think there is too.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Best two out of three.
Yeah. Paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors, shoot.
All right.
Yeah,
let's just go. Go ahead and do it.
Okay. I'm going to take number three. Brian's going to take number two. Brooks, who's the best bald athlete of all time? And is it his airness?
It is his airness. I will be taking his airness, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Known baseball player, Michael Jordan.
Known White Sox, Chicago White Sox player. I was discussing this with some of the company that we had over for dinner last night. Mm-hmm. I was like, when does a bald athlete become considered a bald athlete? Because of course Michael Jordan wasn't bald at the beginning of his career. But I kind of said if you were bald, if you were bald during any time you were playing, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, so we had this discussion after you got off air last week. Yeah. We were like, is Jerry Rice count? Because Jerry Rice was bald at like the Seahawks portion of his career, you know?
He was bald a lot of it. I think he was bald more than that.
Yeah.
The last couple of years in San Fran, and he had cornrows randomly in Denver when he was on like the practice squad. And then he retired.
I think he was bald on the Raiders too.
Also, professional wrestlers are athletes, just letting you know. So, Brian, you are number two.
I'm picking both drafts with mine. with my heart, not my head. I'm going Scott Van Pelt, SVP.
Scott
baby.
Van Pelt is not
Boom.
an athlete.
That's not an athlete.
He probably hooped at some point, but if he's not in, that's
No,
fine.
no, let's say bald sports personalities are completely fine with me. If you want that, if you want,
it's fine. No.
You
You said athletes. It's athletes. I'm taking it off the board.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm going George Foreman.
All right.
George Foreman.
Successfully named 6 or 7 of his kids George or Georgina, which is amazing.
So he's going with his head or with his heart and not his head.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a better boxer on the list, and I'm going to take him. Give me Mike Tyson. Who was not bald for a lot of his boxing career, but did just box a match as a bald man. So just saying that.
In the movie.
Yeah. And we've taken him a lot in these last few weeks with the drafts, but I'm going to keep it going. Known vitamin and mineral getter Barry Bonds is going to be my number 2 here. I can't believe I didn't take the other guy in this first round, but I'm assuming he's not going to be back to me.
The other guy.
You can't say.
There's another guy that but I'm assuming he won't make it back to me. Brian, who's your number 2 guy?
I'm going to go with Mr. Zinedine Zidane, who has iconic moments I remember in a soccer match. I'm not a soccer guy, but he headbutted a guy during the World Cup final and got ejected, and they lost in PKs, and he was their captain. Pretty well.
I don't like soccer very much, but I've definitely familiar with this. It was on SportsCenter like nonstop for weeks after it happened.
He said the Italian guy talked about his mother, so he headbutted him in the chest and then got okay, this is fun. Like the 88th minute.
Well, he's not allowed to use his arms. He can't punch him. So
correct. Kick him in the nuts. Rochambeau.
Interesting.
Brooks?
I'm going basketball again. Give me Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he was the guy I was talking about before. You got MJ and Kobe. You're probably feeling pretty good about yourself.
I feel real good about myself at the moment, but I am true. I am going to go with. There's a couple here, but I'm straying away from basketball here. I already got 2 basketball players, but go ahead and give me Albert Pujols.
Yeah, he was on my list as well. Probably the best baseball player left. If I had to venture a guess,
debatable.
There's a couple other ones.
Debatable.
Yeah, debatable. But anyway, Brian, your turn, Mr. Zidane.
Zinedine to you. I'm going to go with the what Wayne Gretzky said is probably the best hockey player of all time if he was able to stay healthy for an extended period of time, and that is Mr. Mark Messier.
Oh, all right. Mark Messier. You're going a little off the board.
I told you heart, not head.
Yeah.
When Wayne Gretzky gives you props and says he might have been better than me, that's crazy to think.
True.
Yeah. I can't really argue that. I am going to take Jerry Rice. He is clearly the best receiver of all time. No, I did not.
Oh, we were
just talking about him.
He was the example.
Yeah, and I think he is. I think he's a great pick. And then after that, I'm gonna take the round mound of rebound, Charles Barkley.
All right.
Ryan, who we got?
I'm going with the Rock. Give me the Rock, baby.
Oh man, I did not think that he was going off the board. I should have.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The only superhero we have other than Jason Statham can't take him. Apparently, we can't take SVP. So screw it.
Jason Statham's not an athlete, idiot.
Well, he played basketball in an Italian job against Marky Mark. I mean, that's athletic, right? For 20 seconds.
That's like saying Philip Seymour Hoffman from Along Came Polly is an athlete.
Rain Man.
That would be an awesome pick.
Yeah.
That'd be a number 1 pick.
We'll do skins, man. The other guy skins. Ruben gets fucking soaked.
Yeah. Make it rain.
Make it rain, dance.
All right. All right, Brooks, you get 2 in a row to finish off your draft, and then we'll snake back and finish off this bald athletes draft.
Let me pander to Baltimore real quick and give me Cal Ripken Jr.
Okay, all right.
And going with, man, I can't leave this guy off the board. He's probably in the top 3 to 5 basketball players of all time. Give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, he was on my list as well. Lou Alcindor, we'll call him.
And then I got to go with
don't go confusing the people.
And look, I'm doing this just to piss Dusty off because I enjoy the shit out of this. I'm taking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's go, baby. Man. Yeah, I knew it. You took Tony Gwynn 2 weeks in a row. I'm taking Stone Cold from him. All right. Payback.
Yeah, nobody took.
He gets The Rock and Stone Cold. Damn it, dude. I do have a third wrestler on here, but I don't think Kurt Angle is going to make my list here.
No. John Henry, too?
Shoo. Damn, that sucks. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to take Shaq then. Give me Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's best player available at this point. And I know there's some other guys that we're going to mention here in the honorable mentions, but give me Shaq. So the teams are as follows. Brooks as MJ, Kobe, Pujols, Ripken, and Kareem. That is a ridiculous team. Brian's team, George Foreman, Zinedine Zidane, Mark Messier, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
and my team is Iron Mike Tyson, Barry Bonds, Jerry Rice, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Does Rich Hill still have hair? I should have taken Rich Hill. 45.
I don't know. What's John Smoltz right now? He's bald now.
Yeah.
What are some other guys we had on the list here?
Everyone give 3, and then we can rapid fire for that.
Go ahead,
yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Okay, I'm going to take my honorable mentions. Brian Urlacher.
Yep.
Who got hair implanted late. Ray Allen. And Reggie Miller.
They were all on my list as well. Brooks?
Yeah. I'm going to go Jay Kidd.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Kevin Youkilis.
Kevin Youkilis, the Greek god of walks. Forgot about that guy.
What a great nickname that is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Andre Agassi.
Yep.
Kelly Slater, surfer.
I was very close to taking him in my last pick. I took Kelly Slater in the Hawkeye draft. Damn.
And I got the glove, Gary Payton, on my list.
I'll say Kevin Garnett and Richard Jefferson.
Wow, Richard Jefferson.
There's so many other bald basketball players.
It's
Karl Malone.
So it's so many.
Like it's so much more than any other sport here.
Boxing had a lot. Like Marvel, I can never say Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Frank Thomas. Nobody said Frank Thomas the big hurt. Mo Vaughn is a good one. Matt Holliday, Jackson's dad, great bald baseball player.
You know, he was bald until like recently, but I didn't know he got bald after playing.
Nah, he was bald while he was playing. He was bald while he was playing. Terrell Owens.
Yo.
Chad Ochocinco, and I threw a little announcer shout out to Clark Kellogg. Yeah.
Jesus. Not an athlete, but
the first thing I thought of when I started thinking of bald athletes, I don't know why I thought of Clark Kellogg so early, but I did.
Ooh, Reggie Wayne. Forgot about him.
Oh, yeah. Reggie Wayne, great player. All right. Anyway, that was our snake draft. That was supposed to be on Tuesday. We started our show with it today. And we will be doing another one at the end of the show, and that will be our 2010s baseball MLB lineup. Jay Buhner, that's a good answer. Forgot about him. This is not spelled correctly, but great answer.
Yeah. Let's start with the Orioles. They stink. They lost. Move on.
Jackson today won me some money last night with that Jackson Holodong that he hit. Which was awesome. He leads the team in home runs now, which is pretty unbelievable.
16, 17?
I think he's got 14.
14. That's sad.
Brooks is in an aircraft carrier or something right now.
Sounds like it.
Hulk Hogan. I don't know. He had that hair on the side. Does that count? Says the balding.
Yeah. I mean, you could say the same for Cal, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we're gonna get into our the meat and potatoes of our podcast here today. Yeah, Orioles still struggling, really frustrated with how they're playing. And I mean, Brian, if Brian is cool with it, and Brooks, if you're cool with it, we can just skip past them. Honestly, I don't know what you want to talk about. If you have anything specific you want to talk about with the team, but it just skews negative so often that it's just it's almost not worth.
I'm going to talk about my
going
mentality
super
toward the
into
team right now. It's getting tough to watch, and like it's to the point where like I actually want to watch other things than the game, and that's sad to say because we're massive baseball fans. But I want to keep watching it because we need to talk about it from time to time. But it's just tough to watch, and you always feel like you start a 5-0 hole when it's 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, Eflin pitched well last night for the most part, from what I saw. But yeah, just not enough to get it done. Did he have a quality start? How many innings did he end up going? I don't remember.
I don't know for sure.
At least 4, but that's not a quality start. But
yeah, and I mean, we could talk about. Elias came out and said like the core of this team, the nucleus of this team is not going to get dismantled or anything like that. So your Gunners, your Holidays, your Adleys, stuff like that, Westberg, aren't going anywhere. I saw somebody tweet about Felix's velo was down the other day, last night, or maybe it was 2 games ago.
2 games ago. Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there. I didn't get to see Felix pitch much either. I did go back and watch Sagano, and everybody on Twitter, like there's so many people on Twitter saying he's tipping his pitches, and I just don't see it. I'm not seeing it. And I'm calling those people out saying like, okay, how is he tipping his pitches? Because they're going after like the Orioles staff. Like if everybody can see that he's tipping his pitches, then how can the Orioles not see it? And I want you to explain how he's tipping his pitches because you're not giving concrete stuff. And if you're saying he's patting his glove on every single pitch. So there's a lot of Orioles GMs on Twitter right now that are really frustrating to watch, tweet.
People are going to skew negative, and we have as well, but people are going to skew negative. We have a realistic approach to it. I know you do, Brooks. I know you do, Dusty. People are going to skew negative. People like to bitch and moan. They're not bitching, they ain't breathing, and I get it. But right now, I can't blame anybody, but as long as it's a realistic argument, I will accept it. But a lot of it is not.
I agree, and I can't sit here and put – I don't know. There's a lot of people skewing negative on Adley right now and possibly being traded, and they want to see him traded and stuff like that. It's like, okay, did we just watch it? He just hit 309. We went over this a couple podcasts ago. He was hitting 309 before he got injured, so it looks like he was getting back to form. And believe it or not, guys, go back and look at Hall of Famers and look at their stats year to year. Guys have down years. I mean, he's basically had a down year since the All-Star break of 2024 on up until – beginning of this year a little bit. So getting healthy is half of it. So let's hope he's coming back healthy. He shouldn't be going anywhere. I don't expect him to go anywhere. I don't see why they would be trading him at the lowest value that you could trade him for at the moment. Would make 0 sense to me. There's just a lot going on in Orioles Twitter at the moment, Orioles X, whatever you want to call it. Especially like, man, guys are going after Ryan Ripken a lot with like the nepotism stuff. I know he's used to it. It doesn't bother him, but it kind of bothers me, to be honest. So just because, I don't know. They think it's his fault. They think that his dad has a huge say in the team. They think this and that. And I'm like, get off the guy's back.
Yeah, absolutely. He gives realistic, logical analysis, and he talks to the right people, and maybe he even talks to his dad for all we know, and it doesn't matter. He's a real dude who talks real stuff, and he's not making it up as he goes along. Don't get off his back, dude.
They think he's a homer. And he skews positive, which you should, right? I mean, why do you want to live your life being negative about everything, right? Yeah. But he also says, like we say, like the fundamentals just aren't there right now. They look, they're in the bottom tier in defense, which is gonna hurt everything else in general. The fundamentals are terrible. Everybody sees it. He says it. So, I mean, some of the stuff getting said on there is a little ridiculous. And like I said, I know it doesn't bother him, and he lets it roll off his back, and he's used to it. But I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, stop being assholes.
Yeah.
So
let me, Brooks, if you're okay with me moving on, but still Orioles, what do you think we look for in trades? Because we're definitely going to be sellers at the trade. We're looking relievers. We're looking pitching mainly, I'm assuming.
I would think so. I mean, everybody is in play at this point from Felix down to basically anybody who's not on their rookie deals or in our core. But I think I think we are going after pitching. I think we're not going to get anybody that's going to help us win now. I don't think. We're just going to have to see, because everybody who's going to want to trade for the Orioles guys are going to need the people that we need from them, that we want from them, they need in their playoff run. So we're going to be getting guys that are prospects more than likely, which is fine. It needs to happen. And hopefully some of these teams' prospects / pitching prospects will be major leaguers for us, So we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going after?
I would think not necessarily major league talent, but I would think major league ready prospects, if we can get them, guys that can play towards the end of this year. Yeah. And we'll see what we get out of them towards the end of this year. And then, we have a better idea next year of what they could provide potentially. I would think that's what we're looking for. Obviously it depends on the offers. It depends on the teams we're going to be trading people to. So yeah, it's hard to speculate. But that's what I would be hoping for is prospects that are, either not necessarily the highest touted prospects, depending on who you're trading, but just guys who are at least have some time under their belt in the minors. I wouldn't want to get some guys that just got drafted or anything like that. I don't think we need to be going that deep of a rebuild.
Unless they're top prospects.
Unless they're like crazy names or something like that.
But my thing is, I think that what's going to end up happening here is that a lot of our guys that are sitting there in AAA and close to it are going to start getting called up as some of these older one-year contracts are getting sold off. So naturally, you'll need to backfill those, hopefully to replace that, because hopefully these guys will come up and progress and end up being stalemates. So that's something else just to keep in mind. But again, we do need pitching. We know how much higher value you can get at the trade deadline rather than in the off season. So hopefully we can take advantage of that a little bit.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. And look, if we can keep talking about it till the cows come home, we really just need to kind of wait and see what's going to go on. And then we can discuss it afterwards. I think there's some other stuff that we should probably get to in the MLB side just outside of the Orioles, just because I don't want to skew negative, like we said, all the time. So, Shohei Ohtani has hit home runs in 5 straight games, tying the Dodgers record. This guy is nuts. He's also pitching, not very much, but still pitching. Pretty crazy. Like if you look at some of the pitches he's thrown, I know it's just one pitch stuff, but Pitching Ninja does breakdowns of him all the time, and just the way his slider moves it's absolutely filthy. The fact that he's able to do this at the plate too, it's just, it goes without saying, the guy is ridiculous. Other news from out west: Justin Verlander has ended his 16-game winless streak. He finally got a W last night. He was going for the consecutive winless streak record for Giants history if he would have lost the game last night or he'd have gotten on decision. So good for Verlander for getting off the schneid, so to speak. He's not had his best stuff in the twilight of his career, but a Hall of Famer nonetheless. And then the last thing I wanted to bring up was Bryce Harper hitting his 350th homer last night, which is crazy because it's crazy to see those numbers with a guy like Harper, because I just remember the Sports Illustrated article, or the Sports Illustrated edition, with him on it as like the Vegas high school kid who hit 500-foot homers. And, he got a lot of hype at a young age, which a lot of athletes don't turn out to be everything they're hyped up to be when they're hyped up that young. He has been everything that we expected and more. He's won 2 MVPs with different teams. He has been to several World Series. He's been dominant in the playoffs and 350 career home runs. I believe he's still in his early 30s. I don't think he's much older than I am. So good for him. And he's probably on his way to 500 if I had to guess.
And stayed out of trouble in this social media where everyone's the paparazzi or the paparazzi, whatever. Like, people are always looking to play gotcha, and it's amazing. So good for him. I don't hate
not only that I hated him when he first came up. I think a lot of baseball players did, but I mean, I do love him now, and I appreciate it, the way he plays the game. But not only that, like you said, he's one of those guys who had probably the most hype around him as a prospect out of anybody in the last 15 years, right?
Strasburg, maybe Strauss, the year
prior. I think they were
neck and neck, 1A, 1B. I'm guessing.
But I mean, to live up to that hype is pretty crazy.
He's still got probably 7-8 years left. Health,
yeah.
Knock on wood, he stays.
I mean, he was basically touted as like a surefire Hall of Famer, and he's probably going to do it. And I just think that's impressive when guys like that get that stigma at such a young age and actually are mentally tough enough to actually and stay focused and live up to the hype. It's pretty impressive. So
without a doubt.
I think about him. I think about LeBron, guys like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Good for Bryce. Good for Justin Verlander for getting off the schneid, like I said, and hopefully we can see Ohtani break some records and hit some home runs in more games. Just because it's awesome watching that guy play baseball and seeing him do historic stuff like this is it's just stuff that we're going to be able to remember and tell our kids about.
He's a guy. We talked about this before, like with Lamar not getting the MVP last year. I talked about voter fatigue.
Yeah,
they need a new story. This guy is so good. It's impossible not to make him the MVP because he's just that crazy good.
Yeah,
on both sides of the diamond.
Yeah, and it's a guy that's played 3 different positions now. I know he never technically played catcher in the majors, but I mean that's what he was drafted as. That's what he was doing, and then they moved him to the outfield. Now he's playing
talking about
base.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
I was talking about Ohtani.
He was talking about Ohtani.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I was talking about Ohtani. Like, he's so good that you cannot get voter fatigue. You have to make him the MVP. There's no chance you can make somebody else. He's so ridiculous.
I mean, he's like minus however many thousand at this point. It's ridiculous, the odds. This is bad news. Pigtown put in the chat, Felix Bautista to the IL with shoulder discomfort. Do not like that at all. It is.
Did they officially send O'Neill to the IL as well, or is he just sitting a couple games?
I don't. They said they didn't think that he was going to be. He was going to need to go to the IL. He was just general soreness, is what they said. And then I saw somebody on Twitter post a picture of Brian McCann with 2 things in his nostrils, saying "fuck your general soreness, Tyler O'Neill." Which I see that a lot, that kind of stuff a lot.
Oh, you mean my catcher from the 2000s, Brian McCann, or James McCann?
Say Brian McCann, my bad, James McCann. Tony Manzolino also said yesterday that Ryan Mountcastle will be in AAA Norfolk today for his rehab assignment, so that's good news. We might see Mountie back sometime next week or the week after. Also, the Orioles play at 1 o'clock today, so if you guys aren't aware of that.
Did Radish make his start yet at Aberdeen?
That I do not know.
This is your neck of the woods, buddy.
I know. I knew he was going to Aberdeen. I don't know when his start. I feel like it was yesterday, but maybe he was going there.
It's today.
It's today.
It's scheduled for today. Yep.
Something to keep an eye on there, just for Orioles fans. It's going to be.
Speaking of Aberdeen, was it in the baseball group chat that we have that they're most likely moving to Frederick, or was that something I saw on?
Nobody knows yet.
One of the websites.
Yeah, see, I think there's speculation that Aberdeen might not be in the mix moving forward. I'm not 100% sure what we're looking at there.
I don't think there's always going to be
I
think there's always going to be a stadium there. I just don't know if they're going to stay with the Orioles or not. Maybe some. I mean, we see these teams move, right? I mean, we don't have the Hagerstown Suns anymore. I mean, they used to be with the Orioles for way back in the day, and then with the Nationals. I don't think Hagerstown's there at all.
It's called Ripken Stadium.
Well, I mean, yeah, they'll rename it, but I don't think that. Well, they probably won't rename it.
He sold the majority stock of his team last year, did he not?
I think so.
He still has ownership in it. Just something to remember.
Yeah.
He did sell the majority stake in it. Basically, I'm assuming to get the capital to be in the buyers group for the Orioles.
Most likely. Had to be the reasoning. Had to be.
Yeah.
And it's probably. I'm assuming, I don't know this for a fact. I wonder if there's something against being majority owners of any of the minor league teams and being a part of the major league team ownership as well. I don't know that for sure, but something that just
that's
kind of thinking out loud here.
That's a good thought there, man. I never thought about that whatsoever.
Regardless,
I don't know
I'm
how
sure
that
he needed
works.
I'm sure capital was needed to get in there.
Is Billy part of the group that like 2% or 1%? Was Billy part of this at all? Do we know? I'm asking a question that none of us might know the answer to.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. I just saw that it was specifically Cal. It wasn't like the Ripken name in terms of like Ripken baseball, which Billy is a part of. I think it's just Cal though.
Could be a question for Rye at some point or another.
Yeah. But I mean, we could see. I don't think the Ironbirds move down to Frederick or something like that. But the stadium, I think, is still going to hold a minor league team. I don't see how you can have that nice of a single A stadium and area right there and not have a team there. So
yeah,
I guess
we'll see what happens with it.
And maybe Pigtown, if Pigtown wants to chime in or doesn't know and wants to chime in next week or something. Maybe they put an independent team there, like the Hagerstown or whatever that. What's the team out in the Hagerstown Boxcars or something?
Yeah, I know they got the Lancaster Barnstormers. I know is the one that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, like here in Baltimore, they have a commercial all the time. It's like the Hagerstown Boxcars or something. It like some stadium that begins with M. It looks cool as hell. It just got built a couple weeks, or at least renovated a couple years ago, or built a couple years ago. It looks awesome.
Did you guys see that the Rockies had their first shutout in 221 games?
No.
That's a record going back to 1899.
The question really is, do you think Drew saw it while he's out in Denver?
He was last night, and they did it last night. He saw a historic game. They can't shut him down.
Do you think he knows that
I don't know,
He said he was drinking banquet beers at the at Rocky Stadium, and if he was drinking banquets, he has a very hard line on if you're drinking banquets, you better be dressed up.
Yeah, or undressed.
Better have.
Man, I think Drew was supposed to come on today, but he had a few too many Colorado Kool-Aids last night, so I think he's.
I think I saw him respond to one of our pictures. Maybe it was the one when we were doing our podcast from the dive, and we were drinking banquets, and Drew responded to a picture, and he said, "Jesus Christ, you guys better be wearing tuxedos drinking those."
As a maniac.
All right. Anything else you guys want to discuss on the MLB before we move on to the wider world of sports?
I have a question for you guys that has nothing to do with sports whatsoever. It was a question posed to us.
Okay.
The group last night at the pub. How many beers do you think you could how many beers do you think you could drink in one sitting over a 24-hour period?
No other restrictions or anything?
Nope.
Just how many beers?
Right now or in college?
Right now. I said about 25 to 30.
I think at my peak, we're probably pushing in the 40s. I would say right now, you're probably looking at about the same number Rogers just said. Yeah. I think 25, 30. I think you'd have to probably do 2 different sessions, right? I think you do 10 or 15, and then you go to sleep, and then you drink 10 or 15 more, right? I don't know.
I think it could be in your living room, so you have a bathroom and you're
Maybe we live stream and test it.
That could be.
Just the worst idea ever. Just the worst idea.
That would definitely be a members only.
Yeah.
But I would say I think a beer an hour is doable. I say that, but I mean I could get to like 20. I don't know if I could stay
get 5 or 6 down in the first hour. And then after that you're in trouble. I'd probably just play Mario Kart. I would just play as many Beerio Cards rounds as I could.
Really, it's going to be staying awake for the 24 hours.
I agree with you on that one. I 100% agree with you on that one.
See,
and by the way, on this topic, I want to transition to Joe Radke going to Ballyhoo yesterday.
Yeah.
And he texted me on the side, not with you guys, and he said, your boy Drew from Ballyhoo turned me into a high noon drinking bitch. Direct quote. So Joe, you got called out and shout out at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think he said those things are delicious.
Nothing wrong with Nooners, dude. They are so much better than White Claws or any kind of like the hard seltzer malt liquor stuff.
They're so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Ballyhoo is awesome. They were played in Little Rock last night. Our buddy Joe, who listens and participates in the show every now and then, was able to go see him last night. So awesome for them. Was it last night or 2 nights ago?
Last night.
Yeah, it was last night, right? Anyway, I got to see him at Secrets pretty recently.
I'm sorry.
Brian's buddy Drew is and our buddy Drew is the tour. The tour manager or the band manager for them? Anyway,
yeah, he's a band manager. It was Tuesday night, guys. Sorry about that. Tuesday night.
Yeah. But anyway, it was really cool to see the pictures of Joe not smiling with some Ballyhoo people. Joe's not much of a smiler, but that's okay.
Buddy.
They should have named you Smiley.
You know how I got these scars?
I got these scars? All right, now we're doing this. Justin Fields, just a little bit ago, they were calling it a leg injury. He got carted off the field. It now looks like it was a toe injury. He's walking around the team facility under his own power. So I would assume that he is going to be fine. After all, I don't know if it's turf toe or what it is. Those things can linger, and the type of quarterback Justin Fields is, if it is turf toe, the type of quarterback he is might be a problem for him because he is very mobile. He relies on his legs quite a bit. So hopefully that's not a hindrance for him for the whole season, but those toe injuries can be a little brutal for those bigger dudes.
I'll tell you what he did do. He lost a lot of respect from his team getting carted off and having a toe injury, then walking around the facility.
Well, it's not. I'm sure it wasn't exactly his decision, but I don't know. It seemed like when it came out, the news broke like an hour ago. It seemed like it said non-contact, it said right leg, and everyone was assuming the worst. I saw some people on Twitter saying, some people on Twitter posting the Aaron Rodgers thing, like, I can't believe Justin Fields didn't even make it as far as Aaron Rodgers as a Jets quarterback. The Jets quarterbacks are just cursed. But, we'll see. The backup there, by the way, is former Ravens great Tyrod Taylor, who is still playing football somehow. Thought he was done when the Chargers team doctors tried to stab him in the lungs like 10 years ago, but he's still playing. If Justin Fields is forced to miss any time at the beginning of the season, it would likely be Tyrod Taylor.
We should look up Tyrod Taylor's career earnings.
I can do that right now. Tyrod Taylor.
I feel like he's made quite a bit of money from not playing very many games. I know he was the starter in Buffalo for a couple seasons. He was supposed to be the starter. And
let's can you guys give me a guesstimate, and let's do Price is Right rules with you guys because I have the number.
I'm gonna go.
Price is Right rules. Okay.
Price is Right rules. I'm gonna go 20. Now I'm gonna go 34 million.
Give me 50. Well, give me 35.
His NFL earnings as of now are estimated to be $70.6 million, and that does not include his current contract, which is another $6 million. $76,630,000 of career earnings from the NFL minus fines.
I think he's got a decent chunk of change from Buffalo and San Diego.
Well, yeah, he damn well did, and depending on how he sued that doctor. I mean, if he ever needs primary care physician, I got Dr. Ken Williams right here in Canton. Come on down, baby. Watch the needles in your lungs. Shit.
Oh man, yeah, he's just made a ton of money. He's been in the league forever. When did we draft him? Like
when the Titanic sank? I don't know. Like,
whenever Troy Smith left our team.
Yeah,
that's a long. For his rookie year. He was in the 2011 draft, 6th round out of Virginia Tech. His rookie year was 2011.
I forgot about this. I forgot about 16 mil from Cleveland.
That sounds about right. Probably fully guaranteed. And
He got 12 mil from the Jets as well when he was the backup for Rodgers last year and the year before, right?
That's a great job, man. Him and Clipboard Jesus and Chase Daniel killed it in the money.
We should look up Charlie Whitehead. See what
Charlie Whitehead.
Charlie Whitehead.
What are you, Pipple popping? Charlie Whitehead.
Whitehurst.
I think you got mixed up Danny Woodhead and Charlie Whitehurst. Charlie Whitehurst's career earnings is $25 million.
Holding a clipboard.
Clipboard
Jesus. Great nickname. Clipboard Jesus.
$25 million. That is a great nickname.
I think the most any backups ever made is what Flynn. Matt Flynn.
Oh yeah. Matt Flynn. I think he signed like a $72 million deal or a $52 million deal.
And
he lost the job immediately.
And he got beat out by fourth-round rookie Russell Wilson.
Although I don't know how much of that was guaranteed, so he might not have made too much of that money.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not 100% sure how much of that was guaranteed because back then they weren't doing as many guarantees in the contracts. I don't think, right? Not 100% sure.
Yeah, and they still love to report that this is the contract, and it's always the highest amount they could possibly earn.
Yeah, the agent wants to put that number out there. They don't. And once again, I don't remember what the difference is between guaranteed and fully guaranteed, but there is a difference apparently. What the hell? Guaranteed and guaranteed.
Yeah, now it's all bullshit.
It's all BS.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, as far as camp holdouts, it's still the same guys. Scary Terry, we didn't talk about him last week, but Scary Terry and Trey Hendrickson are both holding out of their camps. It looks like Micah Parsons is in camp despite his contract efforts are still ongoing. So we'll see what happens with all of those guys. I don't know if I'm a little bit worried. Am I a little bit worried about Scary Terry if I'm a Commanders fan, a Washington fan? Do we think he's going to get a deal done? I would think they're gonna try to get this done before the season.
Get it done.
Yeah. Right.
I think they'll get it done with Trey Hendrickson and with Michael Parsons. I think Scary Terry is the one to watch.
Really? See, I would think Hendrickson's the one to watch. Right.
Me too. I think I'm the opposite of you, Brian. I think I am. I think Scary Terry gets done, no brainer. I think Trey Hendrickson. I think he's pissed off enough now that you better pay him. And Micah, I think with him being at camp, I think he's just going to play out. He might just play out the rest of his deal, which I think is just this year. And then I saw something on Twitter saying it was a headline, so I didn't actually watch the video, but apparently he made some comment that said he's basically done with Dallas. So,
yeah, I mean, this is what Jerry Jones does. I'm going to say one thing on each situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Jerry Jones does. It keeps Dallas in the spotlight. And remember, he signed Dak Prescott to his contract, I think the day before, or maybe the day of the opening game, week 1. So he likes this. And also, if Michael Parsons lost a lot of leverage going to training camp and practicing. So if he gets hurt during that, he's screwed. I would hold in. I'd have a soreness in my hamstring, right? General soreness, as the Orioles like to say.
General soreness.
Soreness. Okay. What the hell's that? General soreness. I'm generally sore from the row machine this morning. I'm generally sore. I got to go in the IL. So anyway, he lost a lot of leverage by doing that. If he stayed out like Trey Hendrickson is doing, then I fully believe that he would have more leverage until Jerry Jones screw himself. And Jerry Jones is a moron bringing up
guys.
Oh shit!
Hulk Hogan died.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Do we need a drink a beer in remembrance?
Whoa! Didn't even get taken in the bald guy draft. What the fuck?
You think that?
Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah, I'm not making a joke there.
No. I hope this
that stinks.
This is true. It's Barstool's posting it, and there's some other
make sure
things picking it up. I mean, if Barstool picks it up, they're pretty good.
Yeah. They just signed with Fox Sports, so they're going to be
71.
Wow! No way. TMZ posted it too. Not that they're the best,
Yeah, but I mean, multiple.
It seems
bigger.
Damn, the Hulkster.
I haven't been drinking, but I'll drink.
Yeah, I'm going to get a beer for the Hulk. Oh my god!
Damn it.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Someone's got to stay on the screen, so I guess I will. Damn, we've had Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan in the same week. Two like icons from. I mean, I say from our childhood, but they're both earlier than that. Holy hell. Yeah, it comes in threes, big town, which sucks. Unless there's another one that happened this week that I've been spotty in terms of keeping up with Twitter and sports updates, so I could have missed another one that happened this week too.
Sorry, Brooks. We kind of let you carry the load here for a sec, but damn, that's
sometimes silence is
brutal
gold,
one.
You know?
That's
But yeah, Big
brutal
Town's
one.
right. Comes in threes. We've had Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk this week, and
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
unless I missed something I was saying on here, I've kind of been spotty with keeping track of. I've been on and off Twitter and spotty with keeping up with some sports updates and stuff like that. So I could have missed another one for sure. But the ones that I have seen, Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan, two
2 days in a row.
I say two icons from our childhood, but they are. I mean, they're older than our childhood in terms of when they were popular. So.
Yeah, but look, I mean, Hulk Hogan had a life after all that. The WCW stuff, that was part of our childhood for sure. And then he came back to the WWE, and he was a huge part of that. And then as far as Ozzy goes, I know this isn't like the most popular movie or anything, but Brooks and I for sure used to watch the movie Little Nicky starring Adam Sandler quite a bit, and Ozzy bites a bat's head off in that movie.
Yeah.
The Prince of Darkness and the Hulkster gone 2 days in a row. That's brutal. Some brutal losses.
These usually happen in threes, dude. Which is weird.
That's what he says. Comes in threes, doesn't it? Yeah. That's really that's tough. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan. I'm going to wait for my brother Brooks, but I'm ready to crack a beer. I know, controversial guy. A lot of people don't love a lot of the comments he's made over the course of his lifetime, but he has passed away, and definitely one of the most influential wrestlers and just media entertainer crossover kind of guys of our lifetime, I would say.
One in California, one in SoCal,
one in Ocean City.
I will cheers you guys, and then I have to hop off because we have a train to catch here in a little bit.
Go ahead. I understand.
Okay. Do you want us to hold the 2010s draft?
You guys could do it if you want.
It's no fun without you.
To Hulk Hogan and Ozzy.
To Hulk Hogan, yeah. Wow. This podcast really just the air just came out of the podcast. Man. Yeah.
I wish I could do the 2010.
We can do it. I know. We can do. That's going to go through the roof everywhere. Or go off the racks everywhere. Let's do the 2010s draft on Tuesday.
Okay. We'll push it back again, guys. Sorry about that. We'll push back that draft.
Well, I still haven't posted the other draft.
Y'all need to rip your shirts. I'm not ripping this. I'm wearing this to the golf course here.
If I did have a different shirt on, I would. Maybe on the next one. Maybe on the next podcast.
My
grandmother got me this shirt, so I'm not.
I was thinking I might have a Hulkamania shirt in my closet. I know I used to, but I think my buddy took that one. I have a Hot Rod Roddy Piper shirt, and I have an NWO shirt. That's got the Hogan
right here, at least.
Oh man, yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I love you.
Hey, bud. Have fun, man. Enjoy yourself.
I got to get our bags packed and start heading towards the train station. But I might hop on for like something going on here between now and while I'm in San Diego with my buddy for members only stuff. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you two guys know as well to see if you'll be able to hop on. But
I'm free all day, buddy. I'm doing.
If not, all good.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, brother. Have a good one,
buddy.
Have fun.
Have fun. Tell Caitlin and Brooks. Thanks if you love them.
Yeah. Brooks, or if you guys don't know, Brooks is in California. He is on vacation, so he's been joining us despite the fact that he's on vacation with his family. So we are very appreciative of him giving us his time this week. So for our podcast, we're a little bit shorter this week. That's why I don't have much else to talk about. Once again, we just got the news, RIP Hulk Hogan. That really sucks. Once again, a controversial figure, but a huge part of our childhoods nonetheless. So really sad news that Hulk Hogan has passed away. It's once again,
it's just a bummer. Controversial figure, but a part of like nostalgia factor, right? I mean,
yeah,
it's all this stuff. It stinks,
it's I don't normally get moved all that much by the celebrity deaths. Just like emotionally, obviously it affects me, but it starts like when the people you grew up watching start to pass away. Like I remember when Kobe died, that really hit me hard because I was, I was just like, it's Kobe. You know what I mean? How I grew up, Kobe was there my whole life. And he was just gone.
Someone said one time to me, like, if you can remember where you were when someone passed away, then that hits you up. That means something to you. I remember I was buying a Jeep when Michael Jackson died. I remember I was at Adam's Jeep. Ryan can plug there. I remember where I was when Kobe passed. I remember where I was. I remember where I was when Hulk Hogan passed. I remember watching how much time I remember where I was when Brooks Robinson died.
Yeah. You're right. We spent hours watching or listening to these guys. Yeah, it's 100% true. I don't know how much wrestling I've watched in my life, but I know it's more than most of you guys that are listening to this because I watched a lot. And he is on the Mount Rushmore, that's for sure, of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So yeah, that's really sad. But anyway, we're not.
I wonder what WWE does for him. I mean, obviously Memorial will happen, but I mean, do they do like a special event, or
they'll
postpone something? Whatever is next.
No,
I feel like they have so many things going on, like they have Raw and SmackDown and stuff every other day.
The thing about the WWE is like when they do so many shows a week, and they've always done this, but they have wrestlers that pass away. Famously, wrestlers pass away at young ages quite a bit. The show must go on is always kind of rings true with the WWE. I can only think of one or two times where they didn't do the show. One of them was Benoit. And then they came out with, there was a lot of information that came out in the next couple of hours that, they regret doing that, stuff like that. But anyway, but I think it's the show must go on, and there will be armbands and there'll be T-shirts, and they'll do the toll the bell however many times.
What does that mean?
So.
They'll salute.
Yeah, so that they basically they have everyone go to a moment of silence, and they just ding the bell a bunch of times. And I think it's like an old school, classic thing.
Gotcha.
That they do for all of their departed, untimely departed. But yeah, I know we're a little bit rambling now, but it's just weird getting this kind of news live and trying to process it and trying to stay on track.
Let's get back to the NFL. I hate to be rude here, but let's
no, you're good.
Get live in the mood a little bit. Jerry Jones is a moron. They're signing Mike Parsons. They're going to sign Mike Parsons. It's stupid. They're pissing him off. Trey Hendrickson. If you haven't heard. Sorry, I'm gassing out, drinking this Corona out of a bottle. But Mike Brown, the owner of the Bengals, is a moron. When he said the guy could end up in jail, you could end up in jail, sir. Like, I don't know. You think he's going to go? You think he's like, in 3 years, I'm going to go? Yeah, what's his name? The 17th round pick or whatever.
What?
I'm sorry, that's the 17th overall pick.
Shamar Stewart. Who's also holding out, by the way, not at training camp.
And he says like he could go into jail. Okay, we think he's like in 3 years he's going to go Point Break and be like, I'm going to go rob a bank, so I want to make sure I have guaranteed money while I'm in jail.
Yeah,
like, screw you, Mike Brown. Like, what are you thinking?
It's
idiot.
It's one thing to think these things behind closed doors, but to say them out loud, it just puts out to the whole world and to the whole NFL and to every free agent that would consider the Bengals as a possibility potentially, that you just don't give a fuck. I think it's ridiculous that they haven't had at least talks with Trey Hendrickson. I think it's ridiculous that they're trying to set this example for like resetting rookie deals with their first round pick. These are the two best pass rushers on their team, definitely the two most talented ones. And this is one of the worst defenses it's one of the worst defenses, honestly, I've ever seen last year. And I'm not trying to be a dick. They were great offense. But I mean, if you watch the games, I mean, I don't know what all the numbers say, and the PFF has, worse defenses over the course of the last 25 years. I watched the team. They lost at least 5 games because their defense was substandard. If they had an average defense, I think they would have won 13 games last year. That's how good Joe Burrow was. That's how good Joe Burrow played. And so
probably
I
would have won the MVP. Dead serious. Yeah. He probably would have won the MVP.
Yeah, and I think especially if you listen to a lot of people, a lot of people who talk about football now, a lot of the smartest people around football, one of the most important things in the league on your team is getting pressure off the edge on the quarterback, and the two best guys at getting pressure off the edge on the quarterback are in limbo because the Bengals owner doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a damn.
So that's annoying. So we had different.
Try Trey Hendrickson and don't put that language. They don't knock his guaranteed money because if he went to jail per Mike Brown, then what's whatever his name is, I keep forgetting it. I always want to say Shedeur Stewart.
Shamar Stewart. I believe it's Shamar Stewart.
That's how much I talk about Shedeur Sanders. I want to now say he's a Bengal. Stupid. If they don't put that language in Trey Hendrickson's, he's gonna be like, all right, screw you. I'm going to go wait a year, go back in the draft.
Yeah. So you had a different opinion than me and Brooks on Scary Terry. You don't think this is a good situation for Washington. We seem to think you have Jaden Daniels on the rookie deal. Scary Terry is so important to everything you do on offense. I'm speaking for Brooks here. This is what I think. It's so important to what you do and so integral to your offense. I think they pretty much have to get a deal done, and I think that's why Terry's holding out because he knows that. What is why is your opinion differ from ours that they might not get this done?
Because they went and got Deebo Samuel, and they think they're going to be able to use him in a slot or whatever capacity. And when Deebo Samuel walked in that door, and Terry McLaurin is not the highest paid receiver. I mean, look, he was there through the bad times. He was there. Look, I'll do whatever you want me to do, and now it's my turn. And he needs to go in the 30s. He needs to go like 30 million per, like 32, 33. Was it Garrett Wilson or whatever his name is at the Jets?
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be in that realm. He's not going to be, Justin, Jefferson or.
He's not Jefferson or Chase, but he's going to get more than T. Higgins got, right? And he's going to get he's probably looking for, you're right, probably around the same contract Garrett Wilson just got. And I don't know if you're Washington. Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the guy's numbers. With terrible quarterbacks he produced, he had a good quarterback as a rookie last year, and he was, I think, like a top 6 receiver in fantasy football. I know that's not the end-all be-all, but it screams that he's producing for the team. You know what I mean?
He was a good player. He was there during the bad times. He was there. Yeah. He stuck by the squad.
And the fans love him. Yes. The fans love him. If they didn't get a deal done, I think the fans would revolt. And that's another reason where I'm thinking the new Washington ownership, I think they'll just get this deal done. I think they're going to try to save as much money as they can because, over the course of the next 2-3 years, they can't just go all in on a 1 year thing when they have Jaden Daniels in this rookie window. So I understand them hesitant to give out a deal to especially a receiver he's not old, but he's definitely not, he's been in the league a couple of years now. And the history of receivers tells you that they kind of fall off a cliff when they're done. You know what I mean? It's not like a gradual thing. It's they hit the point and then they're done.
I hope I'm wrong on this one. This reminds me of the Michael Thomas deal. But Michael Thomas apparently didn't really care about football that much anymore. Terry McLaurin seems like he cares about football, but he was that age of Michael Thomas, and he's kind of a Michael Thomas-esque receiver.
Yeah.
So I really hope they get it done because I appreciate people who are there. Look at Trey Hendrickson was there. He showed up, played on his deal last year when he was underpaid. Yeah. And he led the league in sacks. Yeah. So
see, here's the thing though. Like I understand the frustration with the organization. Look, if you're Scary Terry, you signed the 3-year, $68 million extension that he signed. And I know now it looks like you're underpaid, but dude, you signed the contract. You should be playing under that contract. And I know there's plenty of examples in sports history. The first one that comes to mind is Scottie Pippen and the terrible deals that he took based on bad advice from his agents. And that was a really long time ago, though.
I don't think those kind of things. Cut you off, but you can say the same thing about Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. Sure. He signed a bad deal, and now he's not playing it, and he wants it. And the Bengals suck as an organization. We all know that.
Yeah.
But same situation.
Yeah, and I look. I'm never gonna fault any player for going out and trying to get their money, especially when these owners are just printing money.
This is their time. That's his big payday. This is mom, I made it money. All right.
Yeah.
Not the 63 million or whatever he signed for originally isn't mom, I made it money, but this is go get your 63 million guaranteed at a $98 million overall contract.
I think this is right now. I'm thinking Scary Terry's probably thinking I want somewhere like a 4-year, $120 million deal with like almost 100 guaranteed. If I'm him, that's what I want. I'm in the prime of my career. I'm coming off my best season. I have a rookie quarterback. We have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Get me paid and let's fucking go do it. That's what I'm doing. If I'm Scary Terry, that's what I'm saying. And if I'm
texting Jane Daniels saying, "Hey, talk to ownership. I need this. You have leverage. I don't right now."
See, here's the thing though, is because people are not players are not playing out the last couple of years of their contracts, and this is happening in all sports. Players are unhappy with the last couple of years of their deals in baseball, basketball, football. It's not just a football thing. But Jaden Daniels going into a second year. Normally, you'd have a 5-year window before you had to pay him. But if I'm going into year 4 as Jaden Daniels, I've had 3 great years. Let's just assume I'm probably saying, "Hey, I think that extension should come up now." You know what I mean? And Josh Allen, who got a 4-year extension 2 years ago, got another 4-year extension on top of it this year. It's just going to keep going up and up and up.
Jaden Daniels can extend after the 3rd year. But this is the time for the the Commanders to sign the players around Jaden Daniels. Get a cocoon around him. That's awesome because he's on his rookie deal. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. That's it. You paid Von Miller, whatever the hell it is, $12 million to come in.
Did they give him that much money?
I don't know.
To be a rotational pass rusher, give me a break. I know Von Miller's a Hall of Famer, but some of the contracts these guys get past their prime it's ridiculous. Like whatever. Von Miller, good for you if you got that much money. I don't even know if you got that much money, but that's ridiculous in my opinion. I think that's pretty much all I want to say on football. The only other really news that I saw was that Gilbert Arenas' kid, who was in that crazy car accident a couple months back, and they were worried about him. He was in the hospital for like a week. He came back. He looked like he was stronger than ever. He is he was one of the best college basketball prospects in the country. He graduated high school a year early. He was going to USC. And his name's Elijah, by the way. He is going to be out 6 to 8 months. He had a knee injury. He is getting surgery. So he is almost certainly going to miss the entirety of the college basketball season his freshman year, which sucks for him. Once again, hugely, highly touted prospect. I'm assuming he had aspirations of being in the next year's NBA draft, and I guess he still could be, but would be a little bit riskier for him at this point. And will never, if he did that, he would never play a game in college, which would be, which would be crazy. So anyway, really sucks for college. He's had strange luck over the course of the last couple months. That's all I'll say about him.
What do you gain from college going there 6 months and you're taking online classes, you're taking TV?
Yeah. He might disenroll. I don't really know.
Disenroll.
Is that a thing? Is that a word?
We just made it. Von Miller. God, I hate fucking media now. Everything's about Terry McLaurin and DC.
Von Miller got a 1-year, $6 million deal worth up to 10.5 with incentives. So that makes more sense to me. If it was a $12 million guarantee at this point in his career, once again, it's still Von Miller, but he's not the Von Miller of old.
No. He's Terrell Suggs going to the Chiefs. I hate to say that. It sounds like I'm degrading Terrell Suggs, but he's at that point. He's going on ups and downs.
Yeah.
By the way, he has one of the coolest tattoos. He actually has Chip written on his shoulder for Chip on his shoulder. Pretty cool.
Von Miller does?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. Good for him. Anyway, I think it's a good time now to probably wrap up today. Unless you want to do call-ins, I kind of have to go here in just a little bit. Yeah. You
got to swing the sticks, buddy. Go swing the sticks. Have a good time. Yeah. How's the weather out there for swinging sticks?
It's good. It's like 80 and sunny out. So, yeah, it's been a really nice week. Last week was kind of a disaster. It rained the whole week, and this week has been a lot better. So, it's been good.
That's fun. Play 9 holes. Do we do over? I'll bet over-under. If you can be honest with us, because golf is a game of gentlemanship, and gentlemanship is a word.
For sure.
Honesty. Over-under what you shoot in 9 holes.
You want me to give the number?
What do you think? I'll go over
so
under.
I'm playing Glenn Riddle, Man of War, and I'm playing the front 9. I would say that's the easier of the 2 9s. Okay. I would say the over-under is probably 42.
42.
You want to make it 41.5 or 42.5? 42.5?
41.5. You think you would shoot 42?
Okay.
I will take the over, sir.
Oh, all right. No faith in me. I'm wearing a Tiger Woods hat. Come on, dude. I'm going to summon his powers.
You're going to lose a leg then, I guess. Or
I'm not going to flip my car.
Yeah. Fire hydrant.
Anyway, I'm going to go.
I'm taking the over on 41.5. I got you shooting a 44.
I will post the scorecard to the Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture Instagram page after, and I will text it to Brian, and the loser shotguns a beer. I mean,
live.
Shotgun beer is a winner. Champagne of victory. I might get a Miller High Life champagne of beers.
Or I got to do. I'm trying not to drink, but I'll shotgun a beer on Tuesday, or do 2 shots and shotgun a beer. Whatever. I got to have some sort of penalty.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, Joe said he's going under. Yeah. Once again, I will post that. Guys, thanks for joining us. Sorry, we're not doing call-ins today. Once again, it's a weird week with Brooks on vacation. We'll try to do our best to get on a regular schedule next week. But, we have trade deadline next Thursday, a week from today. So we're going to have a lot more stuff to talk about next week. I'm sure we're going to have more stuff coming out of training camp. Some unfortunate injuries. That always happens in the weeks leading up to the season. But it's cool to start talking about football a little bit again, especially because the Orioles are a dumpster fire. Once again, we appreciate you guys joining us, and we are thankful for all of your support. And we'll see you next week. And go follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. If we get to 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do a Power Hour podcast, which is going to be really fun. Sorry we didn't get to the All-Decade Snake Draft. That is the title of the episode, and we didn't get to it, so we're going to have to figure that out. But we're not exactly the most organized bunch of idiots here. So outros are weird. Thanks again. We will see you next week. Cheers.